still have a drought, ironically, even though we picked up so much rain and we have river flood warnings that continue. So the rain total, we made some great strides for the springtime, and I'm talking meteorological spring, which began on March 1st. It ends the last day of May. But so far this season, we've had 10.23 inches of rain in Boston, which is above normal. So that's great. But why are we still in a drought? Question I get all the time. It was the fall where we had a deficit of over 5.5 inches of rain, and we haven't made up for it at all, even with all the rain that we've had. We've just kind of stayed even since the fall. And that brings us to our current drought map, which doesn't take into account all that rain we had the last couple of days. But here we are still under moderate drought to abnormally dry conditions. So that's why some local towns and cities may have water restrictions as we head into the typically drier summer months. Although I have more rain in the forecast for the middle of this next week, today we can finally get some relief and some dry weather and sunshine just in time for Mother's Day. But we're left with some minor river flooding. Flood warnings continue for some of the rivers here until later this afternoon into early Monday, with the crest occurring now in some of the areas with that minor flooding. So better conditions in that sense, and beautiful weather this afternoon as the sun gets high in the sky. Temperatures heat up, plenty of sunshine, high pressure and control for sure. And that's why we see temperatures in the 60s for the day. 3 p.m. we're 66 degrees right around Boston, but highs reach a peak of 70, some low 70s across Dartmouth, Taunton 72, Lawrence 66. The wind is drying and it's gusty from the north and west. So as you head out to the golf course maybe today, temps approaching 70 degrees, but awfully breezy. So comfortable though. Lows tonight back in the 40s, some 30s expected. And that's where we could see some areas of patchy frost yet again. I know I've mentioned before the season, Mother's Day is typically fine to go ahead and plant some of the tomato plants or even the flowers outside, but we still have the chance to see in some of the suburbs and for areas north and west some of that frost. So in southern New Hampshire, interior parts of New Hampshire, Massachusetts, maybe bring in those sensitive plants or the potted flowers from the front porch, or at least cover them just in case. Monday afternoon, we're back in the 70s. Beautiful sunshine yet again. And there's why we have high pressure position just to our south and to our east, and no sea breezes expected for most of us on Monday. The wind is strong enough from the south to increase our temps in all locations. But then Tuesday, we have an actual backdoor cold front. It moves in from the shore, brings us this wind direction shift. And there could even be a pop-up shower or two, although not a lot of moisture showing up on the forecast models. So something we'll be watching, but there will be some more clouds along that sea breeze front and that backdoor front as well, bringing us also cooler temps. So that's why you see in the 10-day forecast, Boston goes down to 64 degrees, but lowering into the 50s by late day Tuesday. And then inland areas will still be in the 70s near 80. Next chance for rain Wednesday through next Friday, at least. I'm not even mentioning Saturday right now because I hope that changes.